Good morning, children. In today's class, we are going to see new lesson from chemistry, lesson number 2, the role of chemistry in our lives. Chemistry is one of the part of our life today because the growth and the things we take and the medicines we take and the things we use it for bath, washing and the food we eat, and everything is made up of chemicals. The chemistry is intimately involved with the life of every living being. In today's class, we are going to see what is chemistry and food. For the food, we depend on agriculture, and let us see how chemistry helps us to produce more crops. What is fertilizers? Plants require adequate amount of or needed amount of vitamins and minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, zinc for its proper growth or for its good growth. Some nutrients are present naturally in the soil, but some nutrients are present only in low amount. So this will spoil the growth of the plants. This depletion occurs due to growing the same crops in the same field without regular interval of time, continuously growing the plants or continuously growing the crops in the same land. This makes the depletion of nutrients in the soil, or this will decrease the nutrients in the level in the soil. At that time, we have to use some additional nutrient to the soil. We use organic manure or chemical fertilizer to balance the loss of nutrients in the soil. Organic manure is nothing but which is prepared naturally. Organic manure is generally obtained from cow dung, etc. But chemical fertilizers are prepared by industries. So providing fertilizers to the soil gives the required nutrients to the soil. This will enhance the growth of the plant. So applying fertilizer to the soil enhance the growth of the crops. So fertilizers are nothing but which is chemically prepared by the industries which will apply to the soil for the growth of the crops. Here in your book, page number 12, some of the urea, diammonium phosphate, potassium chloride, zinc sulfate. These are the fertilizers which are prepared by the chemical industries, and this will enhance. What is soil testing? Soil testing is nothing but analyzing the soil to find out which nutrients is more in the soil or which nutrients is less in this soil. We do the soil testing in the chemical laboratory. There is a laboratory is there called a soil testing laboratory. They will analyze the soil. So after analyzing the soil, according to that we can provide the required nutrients in the form of fertilizer to the soil. Now let us see what is pesticides. Insects and small animals that harms the crops and other plants we grow are called as pests. Pests are nothing but the insects and rat, mice are called as pests. They will destroy the crops. They will disturb the growth of the crops. They are called as pests. So to avoid that insects or rats, mice, etc. or kill that, we use insecticide and rodenticides. Insecticides are nothing but which is used to kill the insects. Rodenticides are nothing but which is used to kill the rats and mice. Another pesticides are also there are called as fungicide, which is used to kill the fungi that cause the plant diseases. And another one is called as weedicides, which will kill the unwanted plants or weeds. Weeds are nothing but the unwanted plant which grow in the crop area. Such unwanted plants are called as weeds. These unwanted plants will take the nutrition from the soil. Because of that, the required nutrients needed by the crops, they will not get that. So these plants are called as weeds. Kill the unwanted plants. We will use the pesticide called as weedicides. So pesticides are nothing but which is used to kill the insects and small animals that harms the crops. In your book, page number 12, there are few insecticides names are given. They are DDT, endosulfan, aldrin, malathion, carbaryl, and some fungicides are given, thiram, dex mixture, and the rodenticides are given, aluminium phosphate. These are the pesticides which is used to kill the insects and small animals that harms the crops. Remember that children, these pesticides are harmful to human beings. So we should not touch with our naked hand. Food processing. What is food processing? There is a great demand for ready-made food or fast food today. To prepare such food, there is a need of many materials such as additives, flavoring agents, and preservatives. So to make such food, the food should go through a serious physical as well as chemical treatment. This will take place in food processing unit and the food processing laboratory. Additives are nothing but they are the chemicals used for various purposes. Flavoring agent and preservatives are the two important classes of additives. What is a flavoring agent? Which adds some good taste to the food are called as flavoring agent. Flavoring agents are nothing but which add some taste, extra taste to the food. For example, salt, sweetness, citric acid which we get from lemon, vinegar and alcohol are common flavoring agent. Nowadays, the use of crude salt which is almost avoided, which we get it obtained directly from the sea water, because a small amount of sodium iodate is mixed with the iodinized table salt, which prevent us from the disease like goiter. So these are the salt, sweetness, citric acid, vinegar. These are some flavoring agents which add extra taste to the food. And artificial sweeteners or sugar substitutes are there. They are called as sucralose, saccharine, aspartame. These are called as artificial sweeteners which are prepared chemically by the industries. As well as citric acid, we get it from lemon juice or from lemon, and vinegar is from acetic acid. Acetic acid is mixed with the water in a correct ratio. We get this vinegar. The alcohol is prepared from molasses, which is nothing but a waste from sugar industries by the process of fermentation. These are called as flavoring agent. Thank you children. We'll see the remaining in the next class.